Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Cancer Weekly Money and Career reading from June 17th to the 23rd, 2024. Cancers, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Cancer's Weekly Money and Career, June 17th to the 23rd, 2024. Thank you for being here. I hope you're all well. Be on the lookout on the year out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below and be subscribed. I will pull one name at the end of the month of June. And I will announce it in a live. All right, let's get started. Cancers, let's see what energies we have. Money and career, June 17th to the 23rd, 2024. Three of Wands, Eight of Swords. Coming in. It is coming in, Cancers. Success is there. Whatever it is that you've been waiting for, trying to work on, trying to make happen, the interviews, getting that job, getting that project up and running, finding that clarity, pushing forward, getting to that next step, right? With this Eight of Swords, it feels like you've been blocked. It's trying to figure things out. Why is it not working the way you thought it was going to be? Or why is it not progressing? But I think it's also you in your mind feeling, sort of stuck in a rut, or stuck in a mindset, or stuck in other people's mindset, under other people's way of managing in that job, in your sector, in your career. Feels like you're in office and you're agitated because that's the way I feel. You're agitated because this is going nowhere, right? If you're suggesting ideas, not happening. You want to have a meeting, or you want to have a one-on-one conversation, not happening. You want to implement, you want to move forward, you want to progress, right? So whether it is in your job, specifically in a job, wherever that job is and whatever it is, or you in your mind, where you're not quite sure, or how you are going to progress forward and how you're going to make that decision. Three of Wands. Your world is opening up. Yes, look at that. Here you are. So I feel like it's almost like you're settling down. You're settling your mind down. You're calming, and I'm going to do that as well. Calming your mind, finding stability, finding a healthy foundation, navigating decisions, thoughts, mindsets, the way to progress forward in your career, job, whatever it is you want to accomplish. I feel it is by settling your mind that you will find resources, but also be able to have a different approach and make decisions in a calmer way, in a more mature way, in a more thought out way, if that makes sense, with this King of Cups. He's very stable, right? Emotionally. He is able to stay calm and sort of diplomatic. So I feel like you're gaining control now. You're gaining stability. You're gaining control over those feelings that might overwhelm you when you're stressed, when you feel pressure, you have those responsibilities, or you have that pressure to make things happen in your job. I feel like you're moving into a different type of energy where you're able to not let all that stress overwhelm you, right? It's sort of an emotional maturity. Good for you. Good for you, Cancers. Now, it's not, when I say that, it doesn't mean that you're immature. It doesn't mean that you're ill-experienced or you're a certain age or, no. These are emotions we all have. Doesn't matter how old we are, right? Sometimes we get, apologies for the noise, apologies for the sirens, but it doesn't matter how old we are, where we situate ourselves in the world, and it's going to be different for each and every one of you. You're all going through different things, but it's about being able to calm our mind, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever process you're going through, whatever decisions, or maybe, it's about mental health and pinpointing what your triggers are, pinpointing how you can help yourself get through energies that sometimes are going to overwhelm you in a capacity where you might make the wrong decision, or you might make a decision in an irrational way, right? And that's why I feel like you felt blocked, not in a bad way, but that has permitted you, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you've decided to do, is helping you. And it can be anything. It can be meditation. It can be seeking therapy. It can be yoga, and all, the whole laundry list of things you can do to calm your mind, resource your mind, calm your energies, and find a sense of serenity for a few moments so you can make decisions and sort of be firm on your personal boundaries. Right? What is acceptable, what is acceptable, and what is not. And that goes in your work life, in your personal life, whatever your environment is. And so here it's about utilizing your emotions, but more utilizing your thoughts, your ideas, your intellect to make smart decisions, instead of relying upon your emotions and getting overwhelmed, because sometimes it gets blurry in those moments. And so it's about setting those boundaries, and so you're not going to let people sway you from your decisions, your belief system, your morals, your values, your ideas, whatever it is. So good for you. Good for you. All right, let's see where this is going. Yeah, not surprised. The devil, stuck in that rest, stuck in those toxic situations, or stuck in an idea that, you couldn't get out, or you didn't know how to get out, or you didn't know how to make that decision, right? Am I going to stay here forever, or am I not going to be able to progress? Can I get that job? Can I talk to that person? Will I get a call back? Can I develop this new idea? Can I get into that school? Can I expand my career? Because that's what I want to do. It feels very frustrating, but not in a bad way. Oh, kudos to you, because, and you have the star. So you have the devil and the star. So at the same time feeling stuck, but at the same time believing so much in yourself and so much in that idea, job, decision, whatever it is that you're trying to push forward, right? Here you are with the star. The star is about believing. Sometimes it's going back to sources, but it's also about healing. So once you get out of this rut, once you get out of this mindset, Eight of Swords and the devil, right? Where you believe that you have to stick around. Maybe it's by contract. That happens, and you have to, sort of ride out the contract. Maybe it's a moral contract. Maybe it's but maybe it's someone that hired you, and you feel obligated, or maybe you're on a certain project and you have to finish the project, or whatever it is, right? It feels like you feel the obligation to remain there, but you don't have to, right? And so here we have the star, which is moving into something calmer, after a period of challenges, after a period of reflections and feeling it's going nowhere. Here, you're realizing between the King of Cups and the Star who you really are at your core essence and what you want and how you're going to push forward and how you're not going to take any nonsense anymore. Build those boundaries. Build those boundaries, right? No matter what the challenge is, you're connected. You're connected to pure energies, loving energies. You know what you're made of. And you're going to find yourself with a whole new appreciation of yourself, entering like a much more peaceful energy where you can have discussions calmly, work on projects calmly, make decisions calmly. Right? It's about calmer energies, and it's about mental stability. Now, I feel like you're moving into something more interesting, or there's more depth in it. There's more enthusiasm, right? Both in yourself and in others, in a new project or in a new way of seeing things, in a new dynamic. It's really a significant growth here in your way of seeing things and manifesting and receiving. But it's also about healing, understanding, what triggers you and what you don't want to go through again. Yes, there you go. Wow. So the Tower, it's about seeing things differently. It's about understanding that you have to have a different approach. But I feel like stagnating in that thing going nowhere, people not listening to, not hearing you, not having these connections with the people around you in your job. And that feels in your career, it really does. But it can be an overall feeling when we feel in life, where just things are not going anywhere. Nothing's working the way we thought it would, and it's really frustrating. But here, look at this. You have 3 major arcana in a row. It's feeling stuck, having that hope with the Star, but also maybe going back to sources, maybe going back to understanding what got you here. Your education, your family, what people expected from you, how you had to, push forward, going back on certain ways of, that people thought you should do things. So this is calmly starting to grow. Significantly grow. And it's like you are more inspired now to push forward now. Your career is opening up. This new path is opening up. And I feel like whatever choices you make now, as you maneuver into something different, you have the Tower thinking completely differently. And this Devil, 8 of Swords, 2 cards of feeling, stuck, has made you realize, and whatever this Tower is, maybe it's just you saying, heck with this. Thank you very much, but bye-bye. Or you're just waking up. And sometimes it's as small as something, you hear. Some remark someone says within a conversation, or something you see, or the people surrounding you, the buzz, whatever's going on. All of a sudden, you're realizing, okay, this is ridiculous already. But sometimes we need that wake up. Or maybe it's just one morning you're waking up like, okay, I'm okay with this. I'm okay to leave or to do things differently. Or now I understand what's going on around me and how I have to maneuver in a different way and really take a new approach. And that's what the Tower is all about. And now you can leave the swords behind, 6 of Swords. Now you can leave between the Star card and the 6 of Swords. It's leaving behind and moving into something smoother, softer, and you're also protecting you know, your career long term now, because you're moving into something much more harmonious, and also connecting with the right people. That's what the Star card is also about, connecting to the right people, being in the right team, being in the right company, being with the right people, so you can find inspiration again and creativity, not like the last time where it was combativeness every second of the way. 5 of Swords. Ego, all about ego. Now, it can be your ego. Maybe you were hurt in your ego in that job, or maybe other people, or maybe it was just all about ego, and every second of the way it was about ego with this 5 of Swords. Put the swords down, because now you're moving into something smoother that's sort of putting light on your creativity and your ideas, more than constantly having everybody pulling the cover or the limelight to themselves, because they're just pretty much only thinking about themselves. Interesting. All right, let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out. Yes. Adapting, choosing, choices, prioritizing, understanding, you know, that you're juggling and you're figuring things out, and you will make your decision. The 2 of Pentacles is about making a decision. 2s are usually about making decisions. You know, with the King of Cups, you're making it much more maturely and calmly, because you're now in a calmer, in a calmer dynamic. Makes sense. It makes sense, because you're thinking differently, detaching yourself from past ways, detaching yourself from your past version of yourself. That, you know, sometimes we wonder, let's say we're in a job, right, in a stressful job, and we're working on projects, or we have a manager that puts a lot of pressure, whatever. When we leave that job, or when we get out of those energies and we no longer work with those people, or we move on to another project or whatever, we realize that, you know, that was a lot of pressure for not for nothing, but sometimes we're really in that pressure cooker, and sometimes we put ourselves in that pressure cooker even more than a boss, a manager, anybody that is very demanding. Yes, again, the 7 of Swords, you have 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. There you go. I mean, you have the whole gamut here of not trusting, battling, a lot of ego, feeling stuck, and really not trusting these people. Well, yeah, the 7 of Swords goes with the Devil, feeling stuck with a bunch of manipulative people, or toxic people, or people that don't have your back, that lie to you, whatever. Anything goes here. Yes, and then we have the 4th major arcana, again, feeling stuck, but now realizing to take a moment, to take a step back, to see things differently. It's time to do that. It's important to do that, because there's a big change here, change of structure. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're relocating, maybe you've discovered all of a sudden, right, that you're putting your career in question and want to affirm yourself, want to step forward on something that's important to you, imposing yourself. And at the same time, it's like you have to impose yourself in a certain job, career, environment, and then it's like a certain liberation, a certain freedom for you. Yes, because you're getting out of the Devil card, out of those ties, those manipulations with that person, right? Person or company or philosophy. When a company, right, it can be anything. But and then you have the Hangman, just reinforcing. This is the Tower is big change and seeing things differently, and really questioning ourselves, but also imposing our point of view and liberating ourselves from that. But when we have the Hangman, first of all, it just tells me that you've been in that situation for a while, right? This is not something brand new, feeling stuck. that it is necessary to take a pause and reflect and introspect, right? To just see things differently, having a different point of view. Because this is a life choice. This is, a moment of reflection, of not stagnating, but stopping, taking a moment to stop, take a step back, and decide on something different. And it imposes patience. It imposes reflection on one's life to come back on, again, those influences. What brought us here? Why did we accept this job? Or why did we feel the need to be part of that team? The need to be part of the elite. I don't know why I'm saying that. The need to be part of the buzz, stressful career thing. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you're coming back on your influences again, and your history, your family history, and what, why, where got you there. King of Wands. This can be someone around you, can be someone you're working with, but I think it's you. Again, going from the King of Cups, stabilizing your energies, right? Finding a certain balance, emotional balance, so you can make decisions upon this and have the patience step by step to maneuver, relocate, change jobs, figure out how you're going to make the next decision. But with the King of Wands, I like that because he doesn't care what other people think. And maybe that's what got you into this toxic situation, where maybe you wanted to please someone. Maybe you wanted to make sure they saw you. Maybe, you went above and beyond to be there and be important and do double the hours and double down and do that job, and maybe show up when other people didn't even want to do the job or something like that. It feels like you went above and beyond to please, to show up in that job, in that company, or to please a boss, or to make sure you did the right thing, whatever, right? And here it's about understanding with the King of Wands that it's okay to be different. And it's okay to not accept certain energies from others that want to impose. So here, it's about free thinking, orienting yourself towards something, you're motivated for, but also being fearless, like daring something new, an energy to do what you want, to take control of your life, and daring to be different. And again, like I said, not really caring what other people think. So it really feels like you did care, and you did show up, and you did do, you did go above and beyond, and what you got was nothing but nonsense. No one cared, or people lied to you, or you just picked up slack for other people. That's the way it feels. Now, maybe that's just for one person, but it really feels like that. So now you're reflecting, taking the time to reflect, and you have the Fool, which tells me that now you're going to dare, because you have the King of Wands and the Fool. That's double daring. Double daring to be yourself and empower yourself and do your own thing and not care, again, about what people said. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what the situation is here. Comment down below. Let me know what your energies are. Let me know where you situate in your journey. That is how I push forward in my reading. So thank you for sharing your journeys and your energies. It's really about trusting yourself. And believing in yourself, and believing that you can detach yourself from these people, from these philosophies, or these managers, or whoever, whatever this is, right? This is a new beginning here with the Fool. It's also getting out of your comfort zone. 3 of Wands and the Fool, opening up your horizons. You might be moving, you might be relocating, you might be starting a complete different job, or maybe you're freelancing now, or maybe you want to become independent, or maybe you want to start your own business, but it's about doing whatever the heck you want with a free spirit, much more spontaneously too. Maybe this was very ruled and regulated, and now you're moving into something more creative, more spontaneous. It's a new beginning. It is a new potential. It feels like you're at the outset of a new journey, right? About to take your first steps into the unknown, not planned. You're not sure. This is not blueprinted. This is not, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance, but you're also liberating yourself from a way to work that it didn't belong to you anymore. So even if you don't know exactly what this is going to look like, you're committed and you're open-minded and you're curious and you're ready to embrace the unknown, right? It's about a personal journey. It's about your personal growth. It's about going in for new experiences, and it's time to do it, even if you're not quite ready. It's a great potential, a great opportunity. Get yourself out there and do something you've never done before, even though it can be a little freakish, right? Sometimes people like to stay in the same old, even if the shoe doesn't fit correctly, and even if it's uncomfortable, or, but the Fool is about understanding that you can go places that you've never been before, and you will discover this is your new path. This is your new way. All right, let's see if there are a few more cards in this second deck. Okay, flying out. This one wanted to come out. Oh, there were more major arcana. The moon and the High Priestess. Revealing. Okay, well, secrets are revealed. Look at that. I mean, really, you didn't know, you didn't understand, they didn't give you the information, or they, you're still indecisive, maybe, or were indecisive for the longest time because you didn't understand what was going on, and probably people didn't care to give you the information. So now it's revealed. You're taking your time to move into a new direction, stabilize yourself, and making decisions in a calmly way, right? So you can calm your mind. Take the time to calm your mind. Take the time to stabilize. Take the time. Surprised we don't have Temperance. But with this High Priestess, it feels, and the Fool, it feels like this Tower moment, this moment of change, this moment where you're moving into a new direction, or you're finding that clarity and understanding that what you're going to do, right? You know what you're going to do now. Even though you haven't planned it yet, you have that moment of understanding that it's time to shift, to move, to make a decision, whatever it is. And with the High Priestess, it feels like this is something that you have had in your mind for a while. You know that you wanted a change. You had something in gestation. So if it's not a project, a business or a job or an idea that you've had, that you've nurtured for a while, it's the idea of change that you've nurtured for a while. Maybe you don't know exactly what this change is made of, but you certainly had it inside. This is not something new. This is something you've been thinking of for a very long time. And now you're bringing it out into the open. You're revealing it to yourself and to others. And that's why you were indecisive. And that's why you were waiting for answers. And that's why you were waiting for clarity. Well, the Tower moment here, whatever it is giving you the green light to move forward on your own thing, on the new thing, or, moving or getting out of that toxic environment, whatever that means for you. It will be different for everyone. All right, let's see if there is another card or two. Yep. Well, there you go. There's a justice. It's whatever you're doing is the right thing. Whatever this tower moment is, which is the justice, making that choice, doing the right thing, changing things, shaking things up to stop this nonsense and to put everybody back in their place, everybody where they belong. Justice is to bring back balance and move forward in a calmer, smoother way in the right direction. So whether it's a decision or a decision made for you from someone else or the universe shaking things up, it's the right thing to do. And the right thing to do because you have the Nine of Cups. High Priestess, Nine of Cups. For me, it's the same thing. Well, in this particular reading, in other words, what you're revealing to the world, what you have thought of, nurtured in your mind, in your soul, in your heart, whatever it is, whether it's a life change, whether you want to move out, move in, change jobs, go back to school, start your own project, start a YouTube channel, start your business, create your project, create your product. You're an artist, you want to put your talent out there, whatever type of talent, creative talent, whatever it is, right? This is your dream. This is your wish. And again, like the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, this is not something new that just popped up in your mind. This is something that you wished for a long time. And here it is. Here's the wish coming in, but not easy. Most of the time when we manifest or there's a wish that comes in, it might come in a whole different way, right? The Tower, after, stagnation and toxic energies, manipulative energies, then we have the wake-up call where it's like, oh my goodness, all right, now it's time to do this. And sometimes it's time to do this in the middle of chaos. We have that revelation in the middle of chaos, or we have that opportunity that pops out of nowhere in the middle of a chaotic time. That's okay. You're moving forward in what you wish, in the energy you want for the project you want, whatever that project, that life project, career project is. It will be different for each and every one. Beautiful cards, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana. Big shift here. Big shift. But again, it's the right thing to do. This had to happen. This had to happen. You can stay in that same toxic energy forever. So good for you. Justice, and now can be the justice, right? But it's not always the justice. It's really about putting things back where they belong, so you can now move on, especially when it's completely blocked from other people's energies. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road. Cancer's weekly money and career, June 17th to the 23rd, 2024. Okay, again, the King of Cups. Confirming you're balanced. You're making this decision in a very composed and mature way. Again, the Three of Wands. Okay, let's see if there's one more. Moving out of this, and your ships are coming in, right? This is coming in. Whatever it is that you've been wanting, it's coming in. And sometimes we have to go through all that muck to see the sunlight, to see the rainbow, right? And then the opportunities start popping in. We have cleared the way. And very often, to see the rainbow, to have the wish, to have this thing pop in out of nowhere, a miracle, we have to go through difficult times. Not every time, but it's very often, right? You have to clear the energies, clear the way, clear the negative, to allow, the positive to come in. Higher vibes, higher self. All right, is there one more? Or because we're just getting repeats, let's see. No, too many cards. One more? Okay. Ooh. Probably didn't, well, was it that one? I'll see. All right, let's just see what we have here. Well, we have the Temperance. I knew that would come out at one point. And the Hierophant, and again the yeah. So you're solidly making things happen. I think that someone's helping you along the way. A guide or a leader, or maybe it's another person that works in another entity. Someone important, someone that has a leadership role with the Hierophant, right? Can be a professor, can be a teacher, can be a spiritual guide, or a professional guide, like a career guide, or someone you look up to in your career or in your family and your friends, right? But it's, for me, it's someone important that can open doors for you, right? That's going to help you maneuver towards your next journey here. It's official. Green lighted, right? That stamp of approval, that person that's actually going to make things happen, or structuring your business, or getting those contracts, or getting that call back, whatever. And the Temperance, yeah, well, not surprising. Like patience, take your time, right? It's as much as this Tower is, the opportunity to break free from the old ways, to think differently, or, to break free of the old ways of thinking that have been holding you back. It's that spark that puts everything in perspective to do things in a different way, right? And the Temperance is about taking your time. Taking your time to find that balance and put yourself in resonance with the right people so it makes sense to you. So that demands patience and moderation. And this might be a slower evolution, right? Constant, but slower. And also, it's going to allow you to be yourself, not be influenced by other people or toxic energies, or people that tell you what you're supposed to do, and what type of ambition you should have, and where you should be on your path, blah blah blah, right? Like I say, everybody has an opinion, but this is about you wanting something more serene, more calm, instead of the stress and pressure that they all put on you. Double the devil, but also double the Three of Wands, like opening up to a whole new world, opening up your horizons. Beautiful, really beautiful. And then I also had the Four of Wands. I'm going to take that out just to get out of the Three of Wands, right? Understanding that you're now celebrating being in the right place, being in the right spot. Celebrate who you are, Cancers, because this is really about taking the time, right? You got out of the stress and money and pressure, and to move into something softer, smoother. And so you take the time to listen to others and to assimilate everything going on around you in this new team, new environment, new place. Maybe you're even moving, right? This is about discovering and assimilating this new place, this new dynamic, and just talking to others to just to appreciate a calmer space. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for connecting to this channel, for sharing your energy, sharing your journeys. Don't forget to share your journey. That is how I push forward in my reading. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Gratitude to each and everyone watching these readings, connecting to this channel, supporting this channel. By the way, if you wish to support this channel one step further, it helps me, it helps the channel. You can click on the join button. I know it's not for everyone, right? But if you do wish to support this channel, you can click on the join button. It'll take you wherever you wish to go. And that will also give you access to a question during lives. I do lives every Sunday at 12 noon, open to everyone, but the questions are open to members only. So if that's something you're interested in, we would love to have you in the community. It's a beautiful community. Would love to have you there, and would love to have you part of those positive energy base. Thank you so much for watching. Cancers, take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.